You know what? I'm gonna do a cooking video because why not? My hair looks very good today. I like it. It's not. It's nice. I made these earrings. My friends gave me mermaid charms for my birthday, and I just doubled up on it. I like how they turned out. I kind of just wish I had a third piercing so I could like spread it out more. I think that would be cute, but I also like it how it is. Anyway, I'm gonna make basmati rice, which I have in this bowl, and I gotta finish washing. And then I'm thinking like a creamy spinach shrimp. Considering using tomato sauce, maybe clams, but I don't always like the flavor combination of that. Not because it's bad, but I think it just doesn't have enough. Okay, I washed my rice like 5 times because I really don't want it starchy and sticking together. Although basmati rice doesn't have that much starch. I like cooking a lot. I just didn't make a lot of videos because I was being a little too much of a perfectionist, but I really don't care anymore. So, open the garlic. This is huge. Wow. Kind of looks like a butt. Smash it to get that flavor out, and it's also just easier to chop up into tiny pieces instead of like standing here waiting for forever. Every time I season rice, I always put all the herbs and stuff in first because I want the water to get that flavor and not like just sit on top of the rice as it cooks. Half a bay leaf for a little extra this time because I want my rice really flavorful. Last time I made it, it was good, but it was kind of plain. Parsley, red pepper flakes, a little bit of olive oil because I can, and butter. And let that come back to a boil, and then is this too much rice? This is a cup and a half. I put 3 cups of water in there. It's not enough, but it just looks like a lot. It's like a lot this time. If I mess it up, I mess it up. So for my sauce, I'm probably gonna cut up the rest of this onion. Honestly, it's the perfect amount. Beautiful ceramic skillet. Wow. Huge. The other one was gross, so I threw it away. Woo-wee. Good Lord. Debating between like, I could do fish and like soy sauce, oyster sauce type shit, or teriyaki even. But that doesn't go well with cream cheese, so just kidding. Red pepper, black pepper. I'm gonna just let y'all know now, I just make stuff up as I go along. So I got cumin, white salt, celery salt, basil, thyme, red pepper, not nutmegs, black pepper, and pink salt. Nutmeg is a good warmth flavor because it ain't sweet. A little bit of white salt. It was almost a lot. I like the meaty, almost meaty flavor that this one provides, so a little extra. Celery salt is mostly for the flavor for the veggies. I'm not gonna put too much because I already put white salt in there. I'm still gonna put pink. Basil, my best friend. Thyme has a good earthy flavor that goes well with fish, cheese, and vegetables. And red pepper, because why not? And parsley. A little extra of that because I like it. I might even zest a lemon in here at the end of it. Put a little bit of juice because that might bang. A little more red pepper. I'm honestly thinking about some sunflower seeds too because that might be like perfect for the texture. Okay, we'll do sunflower seeds after. Well, garlic will go on here. Sometimes I put garlic in it a few different times because the longer you cook it, the more bitter it can become, and I kind of like that sometimes. So I put some in early and some in later. I put some in early, some with the onions, and then some before it's done, just for that extra oomph back in there. And it usually turns out pretty good. And this is all before turning the fire on. Obviously cheese is gonna go in very, very last. Very last. So I'm gonna take half of this big one. So I put some in with the herb, half of this is going with the onion, and half of it is going in when I put the shrimp and cheese in there. I have a little bit more of a bitter taste, a little bit more of a fresh garlicky taste, and then a very sweet or fresh garlic taste. Good shit, good shit. Now I'm doing a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil, and then turn it on medium high. My tea smells amazing. I have some fresh tomatoes instead of tomato paste that I really need to use, so these might be going in there instead. This might even go in earlier so that it can really, really reduce down. I might just slice this up and put it in there. Use a little spatula, turn this down a little bit. Really get the juices going. As long as it still looks good inside. Yeah, this is probably the last thing. This tomato was good. Give this a little more butter in. Most of the tomato sauce I eat, I make at home, but not usually like this.
Hi.
Hello.
What you making?
It's gonna be like a tomato base with cream cheese and stuff, and
Ooh.
yeah, over rice with shrimp and clams.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm making a video too.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah. Trying to just like just go with it and not feel awkward, but
Yeah, valid.
yeah. So it's reducing nicely. I turned it down a little bit, but I'm gonna turn it back up. Put my rice in, and I'm waiting for that to come to a full boil so I can put the lid on it. And I think it's gonna bang with the bay leaf. Honestly, I forgot to put pepper in both of them. Well, we'll just listen. I like a lot of pepper. And salt might go in a couple different times.
I want to get in the way of your video in case you were recording it.
No problem. I am, but I'll just cut it out.
Okay.
If you don't mind being in the background.
I don't care.
Okay. More butter. This tomato's gonna go in a little later, probably with this garlic. Actually, that would be a great idea. Different textures, different flavor contributions, and different deliciousness. I've got to put the lid on this, good lord. It'll be fine. A mess. That one was actually very hard for garlic. Get that to the side, and then so the cheese and the spinach will not go in at the same time. Cheese will go a little bit earlier so that it can melt, and then include the spinach. So this is reducing a lot, getting saucy, and tomatoes, garlic, and cheese will all go in at the same time. Give it a little more butter, just for that extra creaminess. I don't use a ton of butter when I cook. Like, I do use it, but I kind of learned how to do it in a way so that my food still turns out a very nice texture without like being overdone for me. And honestly, I might just put these on top with the walnuts, or just leave it out and make something else with it later, honestly. The butter's in there, melting. Sometimes I add heavy cream, but I don't know about this one. Different chunks in there. It's all gonna cook the same. And I'm putting the shrimp in after this so that it doesn't overcook, because sometimes cheese takes a little longer to melt. I didn't really have these sitting at room temp, so they're gonna take their time a little bit, and I don't want the shrimp in here overcooking, or the clams, because both of those only take a few minutes. Clams are already cooked, and then because they're in a can, and then the shrimp, like, it's not gonna take that long, I promise. Especially if I cut it up into smaller pieces. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Do low gas. But the garlic can go in now, so that flavor gets infused. I've been seeing so many cheesy things on TikTok and Instagram, and I've been craving it, but I know that the amount of cheese in those videos is not for my stomach. I'm not lactose intolerant, I just don't like to overdo it. Now tomatoes. Chop up this shrimp just a little bit. never know where the can opener is. Anyway, probably should have opened Clams a little earlier. Oh well. Pour some of the juice in there. For the flavor. Heaven in a can. Okay, I'm about to put this frozen spinach in here. Fold it a little bit. Separate and fold. Separate and fold. Kind of gotta let this take its time because I can see that the shrimp is still uncooked, and I estimate that that and the spinach will be done at the same time. Spinach is still icy and obviously cold, so just gentle stirring. And my rice looks beautiful. I taste it, so make sure I don't mess it up. Ooh, rice taste test time. It's very hot. Wow. It's a little bit hard. There's still a little bit of liquid in here, so I'm gonna let it keep doing its thing. Maybe put a little more. And then this is almost done. Beautiful, magnificent, every time. Taste test time. That tastes even better than I thought it would. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's enough because I don't want it bitter. And then I guess I'll just put this in the microwave instead. The other one's too hot to zest. I ain't saying 30 seconds was bad, it was just too hot. Squishy, squishy. And we're gonna take a knife and just do a cut in it. Through the strainer because I'm not in the mood for seeds. Wow, that was a lot of juice. Yeah, life hack, warm up your lemons before rolling them out. But zest them first. Giving this a good mix, good slow, gentle mix. I'm not trying to splash myself with hot sauce. And then I'll taste it again. Bright and sunny. Amazing. This is amazing. Matter of fact, there's still so much more juice in this lemon. This is ridiculous. The bay leaf, we don't need that. Yeah. First bite. Perfect.